Yeah. Oh, and the final, guess what it would be? Yes, the MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. That's what their proposal is.
That sounds amazing.
That would be amazing.
Traffic's gonna suck that day, but
I
I'm
don't
buying
care what they
tickets right now.
Yeah. I'm putting my money aside and ordering them right now. So, now, what do you guys think about, the World Cup being here? Because we had it here back in '94. I was just born a month after.
I was -1.
But all right, what do you guys think about the World Cup being here in 2026?
It's exciting, bro.
Did I not
Come
just
on,
say?
man.
No, I didn't hear
do
you.
a drum roll and then say, "Woo! I'm already reserving my ticket and my Uber."
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I heard that part.
It doesn't matter how much it's gonna cost, and
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
for me, wise, it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
I really World Cup.
Yeah.
I'll get some nosebleeds. I don't care.
Fuck that. If I'm gonna pay, I'm gonna pay whatever amount to see my country play.
Assuming your country's playing.
Excuse me. Whoa.
All right, first of all, half the team that's going to be playing hasn't even been born yet. So
How do you know that?
because Brazil always plays hella young players.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I mean, what would the World Cup do for U.S. soccer? I'm not talking.
It really depends on how it's developed by then, but I think it'll be like at least a goal to strive to for the moment. Something like prove to the world that we are capable and that we know what football is about.
There we go. I like that. No more soccer. It's football. Okay. George, what do you think the World Cup 2026 would do for the U.S.?
I think people watch more soccer than
the other
any other
sports?
sports.
Yeah, like football,
everyone's
basketball.
here interested in basketball,
Football, baseball,
all that.
So it would attract more interest into the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it necessarily would detract from the other sports. I think it's just
but it's one of the
gain more.
And we don't have a World Cup every year like football,
like the
baseball,
Super Bowl has the Super
the
Bowl
World
every year.
Series, the Super Bowl.
That's just reasonable. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, what would it do for Canada? I don't want to bring in Mexico because Mexico is already a known country for soccer and they live and breathe soccer. But what would it do for Canada?
I have no idea. I feel like Canada's on the same level as United States. I mean, they're part of the MLS technically, right?
Just 3 teams.
Yeah.
That's it.
The rest of their teams, are they in the lower, not lower B, the other division?
Yeah. No, it is considered as lower. They're trying, at the moment, they're trying to create a soccer league in Canada that would be the first division, which would be called the Canadian Premier League or the Canadian Super League, something like that.
Sounds funny.
Yeah, no. But it doesn't sound attractive as the other leagues. La Liga, Bancomer, Mexico.
It's also Canada.
Canada.
And the name itself.
Alright, so you guys are in favor for the World Cup in 2026 over here?
Let me see.
So that we can
I'm sorry?
have the World Cup? I'm saying, are you guys excited
Yeah.
for the World Cup? Right?
Can't wait.
Shit.
I have to go to a World Cup before I die.
I wonder how many people have been able to say that. I've gone to a World Cup.
Oh, I got one more.
Yeah, Giovanni Dos Santos.
Well, I wanted to go to the one right now, to Russia, because
Hell no, fuck that.
It wasn't expensive.
It wasn't?
No, the tickets to go watch my country, Peru, wasn't
Why?
expensive at all.
Okay.
After what? Yeah, how many Peruvians do you think are going to Russia to? I mean, I'm sure a good amount.
A good amount.
Of
I'm sure a
course.
significant
I
amount,
mean-
but it's not like it's around the corner, It's not always that.
No, see, we had a better chance of going to watch in the
Look-
Brazil
look
World
at
Cup.
Yesterday, people from other states came to Red Bulls Arena to watch the game.
That stadium was filled.
Yeah, we
That's-
had cops
that's
from other
states.
towns coming to the Red Bulls
Yeah, I
Arena
know.
too.
I was trying to go to New York, and I was trying to park by Harris, and I didn't realize the game was yesterday. I was pissed. Just couldn't find parking.
Okay. Alright, let's move on from World Cup hosting. Are you done?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't fill the book.
Let's talk about players who are in major doubts of making it to the World Cup. So far who's confirmed to be out is Karim Benzema. because he hasn't played for France since October 2015. So he's not getting called up anytime soon.
Ooh.
Now let's talk about who's in doubt. Neymar obviously is in doubt with the surgery on his foot, early March. Alexandro, who's another Brazilian, the Juventus left back, he's had a hamstring injury, so he's also in doubt. He might not make it back. Fernando Gago might not be making the list for Argentina. He's 31. He's playing for Boca, but it doesn't look like Sampaoli has mentioned his name or even looked at him.
Right.
Mauro Icardi, a guy who's just been conquering Inter Milan, scoring goals left and right in the Serie A. He's been looked at, but it doesn't seem like Sampaoli wants to even call him up. Why? I guess he just wants to favor Higuain and Agüero. And in my last 2 episodes, I had Kevin speak about Argentina's striking options. And what he mentioned was that Messi pretty much is in charge of that team. He says who plays, he says who doesn't. So what he brought up was that
He is the captain.
that Messi says for Agüero to play and Messi says for Higuain to play.
Those are his boys.
So it looks like Mauro Icardi is not going to get a chance at the World Cup, which sucks because he's a top scorer in Serie A with Inter Milan. And again, who's Inter Milan? Pretty much nobody. Nobody's really scared of Inter Milan. Paulo Guerrero is in doubt of playing for Peru. I know for a fact he's back, and I know he's now playing for Flamengo.
Why is he in doubt?
Because of the ban
Yeah,
that
He's
happened.
still going to court for that. So
You think he's going to make
settled.
yeah,
it? You think he'll make it?
yeah, he'll make it.
Okay.
Why do you believe that? Did you look at his legal argument?
Yeah, it's all over the news, bro. And, in the Peruvian.
Pretty much, yeah.
I meant like the actual brief, but
Manuel Neuer,
no.
he's also in doubt.
Why has he been injured? Like, what did he have?
He got injured early this season with Bayern Munich.
Yeah, but he's been out for a while. Like, what does he have?
Let me read up on this because it's here. Manuel Neuer has had a season to forget thanks to successive injuries curtailing his involvement for Bayern Munich. The 32-year-old has returned to light training after fracturing his metatarsal.
I don't know what that is.
And in April, return has been mooted, which doesn't leave the goalkeeper much time. Joachim Low has indicated that Neuer is still in plans for the tournament, but after missing so many games as well as the form of Ter Stegen, he may not necessarily be number one.
That sucks. He may not be as fit either.
Exactly. So, now, talk to me about this. If you're Germany, you have Neuer who just got back from injury. Just got back at the middle of May. Tournament is in June 14th. He barely started for Bayern Munich. You got Ter Stegen, who's starting for Barcelona. Trapp, who's starting for PSG. Leno, who's starting for, I think, Schalke, if I'm not mistaken. Or Wolfsburg. I don't remember which one.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But, now, who are you taking? You got two options for the goalkeeper. You got 4 of them. Who are you taking? Neuer, who won you the World Cup, or helped you win the World Cup. Ter Stegen, who has game time, and who's fully fit, 100% healthy. Trapp, who plays for PSG daily basis, week in, week out. And Leno, who's also a starting goalkeeper for his club. Who are you taking? 2 of them.
I'm going to give it to Ter Stegen. Yeah.
And then the backup?
No, starter for me.
No, but who's this backup?
Leno.
You wouldn't take Trapp?
No. I don't know. That's a tough one, dude.
That's a tough one, yeah.
That's a tough one.
After seeing the Brazil Journey game yesterday, I would take Leno over Trapp. He made a lot of sloppy mistakes. A lot.
Trapp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for backing me up there.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to see if you would argue with me, just so we get some fun.
No.
Well, once again,
That's what I was
it's
going with, but
how you said who should go. as their goalkeepers, but towards the end, you know who's gonna go. Mueller and all of them. They're gonna choose the Bayern Munich goalkeeper.
So you're saying they have that power to demand Neuer to go?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think Lowe has control over that team. I mean, it's a majority Bayern Munich team, but it's not like the Argentina Messi scenario where
Whatever
like
Messi
one
says.
superstar player dictates the squad.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and I think Joachim Low, after being manager for so long, has authority over the players. In a way that Argentina's coach does not. What's his name?
Jorge Sampaoli. By the way, it's Joachim Low, not Joachim.
I don't know how to say it, man.
Joachim Low.
Joachim.
Actually, they pronounce it Love. Like, because you know how they pronounce their W's as V's?
Right.
Yeah. Another German is in doubt. Marco Reus. Speaking about, him.
In doubt. What do you mean?
That sucks because he's a fantastic world-class player,
I
man.
just want to see him play a World Cup. You don't even have to win it. Just want to see him play.
He wasn't part of the 2014 World Cup team, which sucks.
He got injured right before.
Yeah, and he's just came back, so he's playing for Borussia Dortmund again, and it was his ankle. But he's still in doubt. I guess I don't know if Joachim Low. If you're Joachim Low, you taking him or you're not taking him?
Don't do that to me.
I'm taking
No,
him.
you're taking him, right?
I'll take him.
You?
I'll take him only if I make sure he's fit. Though. I have to make sure. I just gotta.
Yeah, of course. You
see
gotta
him.
keep him.
I mean, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
No, not just not like he can run. I mean, like fit. Like he's not gonna get injured as soon as someone pushes him to the side.
Okay, I get where you're coming from.
Or else, like, I have there's such depth in that squad. It would be a waste for
That's true, yeah, to just
fit.
put so much hope on one player.
Has he played any? Has he played any friendlies beforehand?
For Germany, he didn't get called up this time because he just got back from injury.
Right.
So
he starts to play. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I really have to see how his performance with his club is going.
The club is.
If he doesn't if he doesn't get injured, then he still has to play like a friendly to figure it all out. But
Yeah, to see if he fits into the
When's the next
national
friendly
team.
round?
It will be in May, beginning May. No, ending May, beginning
After-
June. After
all that
Champions
club
League.
stuff,
Yeah,
And the 28th. He starts at
the
28th.
28th. Yeah.
I keep forgetting it's this year. I'm like.
Well, the
pushing
World
it
Cup.
Yeah, I'm just pushing. it
How?
out.
That's why I keep talking about it. I don't want to talk about anything else
I
but the
know.
World Cup.
My
Well,
teams
actually-
my teams aren't in it. That's why I keep forgetting. It's called denial.
Your teams? Oh, Ecuador and US. I
It's
forgot.
called denial.
My bad.
Okay.
Uh,
That's how I process this.
Well, USA didn't make it because I don't know what the hell happened to that international team.
I
At
don't even
all.
talk about it. I'm just saying it didn't happen.
Disappointment.
Steve is just stating that it didn't happen. George is like, let's see what's the problem.
Let's explore this travesty. Like, let's not.
Why not?
No, I was
We can wait 4 more
rooting
years.
for USA
To go in.
to
Of
go
course.
in
Why wouldn't you
Right.
want USA to go in?
True.
Unless you
Because then I
just
have
don't really
Peru.
care.
to cheer for. So towards the end, Peru made me happy.
USA disappointed.
USA disappointed me.
Alvaro Morata and Hector Bellerin, they are also in doubt to make the World Cup squad for Spain. Now, why wouldn't you take Morata or Hector Bellerin?
Because you have
Dani Carvajal.
and my boy Aspilicueta. Although he doesn't really do right back anymore. He used to be a right back, but now he's more of a center back. Who else do they have on right back? Is
I want to say Marcos Alonso, but he's a left
he's
back.
more left back. No, that's like Jordi Alba, Marcos Alonso.
Yeah. Juan Fran plays.
Fran. Who's the other guy? Juan Fran is right back, right?
Yeah, he's a
Juan
right
Fran, yeah,
back.
there you go. Juan Fran is right back. That's what I was thinking of earlier. And then there's like a left back.
Jordi Alba, Dani Carvajal. Nacho Fernandez can play right back, even though they converted him to center.
Yeah, I mean, Janine is performing, and then he's.
I mean, you
also-
can also call, not to favor Barca, but you can call up Sergio Roberto, who also plays right back for Barca.
True. How'd that end up happening? I'm still confused about that.
Sergio Roberto playing right back
Yeah.
because there was one season, I think the season that they actually won the Champions League. They put him in right, left, back, right, left, mid.